Get out of it. All right, so three main types of government. And a unitary government, again, is one where all of the power is in the hands of a central government. We then have a confederacy. And in a confederacy, there's a group of states or smaller entities, cities, city-states, towns, that have most of the power. Okay, and the central government is very weak. Now, a unitary government might be a king, right? All of the power is in the hands of the king. And the example of the Confederacy could be found in the Articles of Confederation. We're going to find out that after the Revolutionary War against England, that the first document the United States put together as its governing document was called the Articles of Confederation. And under the Articles of so we're talking about the Articles of Confederation, and we'll find out later. Originally, each state was supposed to be its own little country, and I kind of mentioned that in our first lesson, that states are kind of synonymous with the word country, and when our country was first made, we were supposed to be 13 states, which are basically 13 world countries, that are tied together militarily, but pretty much nothing else, okay? We're going to find out that doesn't work for us. Also, when the southern states broke away from the northern states during the Civil War, they wanted a system where each state was its own country, and they were loosely tied together for war. There's a lot of people in this country that think that power should be in the hands of the states and that the federal government in Washington, D.C. should have less power. Our first government was set up that way, and that's called the Confederacy. And then the third is called the Federalism. And the Federalism is when there's shared power between the state and the localities. There's multiple layers of government. And that's what we have. In our government, we have a federal government in DC, state government in Sacramento, county government for LA County, city government for the city of LA. And if you want to take it even deeper, there's neighborhood councils. I live in Canoga Park. I know there's a Canoga Park neighborhood council. They don't have a lot of power, but they're able to pass certain small ordinances. But they do get a voice at the table of the city council. So we have these different layers of government, each with their own responsibility, right? The Constitution says that anything not in the Constitution is up to the states. And then for our state, the state oftentimes allows cities and counties to make certain decisions, and then the state will make other decisions. For example, the police is oftentimes in the city, in the control of the cities. Our sheriff's department is in control of the counties. Our governor, Gavin Newsom, does not have power over those entities. Those entities are separate and can make decisions on their own. So federalism is a government with multiple layers where there's shared power.